Hi everyone and welcome, and this is the second part to me looking into databases using dataset in Python. This video has a bit more of a real world example where I take one of my old web scraping scripts that pulls data down from the web and saves it into a database. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Enjoy. If I explain through quickly what this script does, we're importing dataset, we're importing requests, beautiful soup. We don't need this one for the moment, and we're importing date time. So what we do is we query our URL, which goes out and finds the prices based on these URLs and returns that in a dictionary. And if you see here, I've ran it, and this returns the date that we ran it, and the price of the CPU, motherboard, and RAM, and the total price. Now, what we're doing here is we're going out and getting that information from the web and saving it in a variable, but it's not persistent, so every time we run this script it just disappears. But what we can do is we can connect to our database and we can add that to it and we can call that back. So here I've done exactly what we did before. DB is database.connect and it's upgrade.db, and I've created a table the initial way because I'm happy to use the standard IDs, integers counting up, and it's called PC upgrade. So these are my functions that just return the information that I'm looking for. I've been through this script before. I'll send a link to that if you want to actually check that out. And we can see here that CPU, motherboard, and RAM goes out, gets the price, and these are the URLs that I'm going to. There's nothing off the end here, it's just the rest of the URL. And then we're saving that information along with the date, today's date, into a dictionary called upgrade costs. So what we can do is we can just do a quick table insert and we can save this information into our database. So if we, instead of the print statement here, if we do table dot insert and then upgrade costs like that and run that, we can save it into our table in our database. So let's again comment out the insert, and then let's print out the db.tables, and we can see we've got our PC upgrade table, and then we can do as we did before, columns, upgrade dot columns, and we can see we've got the ID, date, CPU, motherboard, RAM, and a total. So if we wanted to see what lines we have in that, we could do for let's call it upgrade in DB, and then the table was PC upgrade, print like that and run that. We should get, okay, so we've got two entries. I must have added one before, but we can see the date and the costs. So what we could do is we could run this, set this to run every day, and every day go out and get the prices, store it as an entry in our database, and then we could use a separate program or script to query that database and get a load of information out. We could see when certain things were more expensive or when they were cheaper, or how the different prices of the individual components went. So what I've done is I've actually gone back and I created another database that had a load of fake data in. So let's have a quick look at that and let's see what we get to. If I just create a new Py file and let's call this upgrade demo.py for now, and let's do import dataset because we need that to connect to the database, and then it's db is equal db dot connect, and that should be dataset, I think. Let's just double check. Yep, dataset.connect, not connected, trying to go too fast, and like this, and then sqlite 1 2 3, and I called this one upgrade-demo.db. Okay, so let's print db.tables, and hopefully there's some data in here that we can look at. Okay, so we've got this one, we've got again PC upgrade, And then let's check the columns. Okay, we've got ID, date, CPU, motherboard, total again, which is great. So let's do for item in DB PC upgrade, print item. Cool. So you can see we've got up to 12 entries, and hopefully they are all somewhat different. Yes, they are. Okay, so let's say we wanted to check out all the entries for the RAM prices. We could just call RAM like this and print that, and we can see we've got each and every individual price. And if we wanted to see when that was, we can do item date like this, put that in there, and then the RAM, and we run that. Or was it a capital D? There we go. So we can see that on each of these days, this was the price of the RAM. We could use this data and have a look at it and see how the prices fluctuate or anything like that. One other quick thing that I will show you, which is quite cool, is if we use a little bit of list comprehension to create a new list of, say, let's just use the RAM prices again. And if we do this, say RAM prices is equal to, and then it's item, and we're looking for the RAM for item in DB PC upgrade, like that, and then let's print, check that that worked. Should we get a list back? Yes, we do. So what we can do is we can actually print out the min, which is built into Python, and that will give us the lowest price that it's ever been, and max will give us the highest it's ever been. So we can work out things that way. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you found this interesting and useful in some way. I think datasets are a really cool way that you can sort of manage some small databases, learn the basics, and then progress on to learning the actual SQL commands. So let me know in the comments if you think there's anything I've missed, or if there's anything you want clearing up. Give me a like if you think it's worth it. Subscribe, it all helps. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.